I wonder whether or not you're watching the dollar these last couple of months, and if that's making you question whether or not it deserves to be pivoted at all to economies outside the U.S.
Well, we don't invest exclusively in the U.S., but we've been investing outside the U.S. for the last 25 to 30 years, and during that time period, we've actually had higher returns in U.S. bonds than we have had in our international portfolio. Despite the fact that over that time period, expected returns invariably for the long-term period have consistently favored foreign stocks. There have been a few periods where non-U.S. stocks have outperformed, but very few. This could be one, but of the as non-U.S. economies flourish, U.S. companies may also benefit, and they do derive a significant portion of their revenues outside the U.S. So in the past few weeks, we've noticed that the Stocks Europe 600 appears to be less concentrated than the S&P 500 is right now. The S&P 500 has about 35% of its exposure right now shared between technology and communications, relative to 13% for the stocks. But given valuations in tech, this could provide one of those short-term, near-term advantages to the stocks. But my gut just tells me that that's not going to be sustainable. Lastly, when I look at emerging markets, there's been phenomenal growth in a lot of these regions over the past 2.5 decades, but it doesn't seem as though there is a consistent reflection in public markets. So there tends to be a disconnect there, and I often wonder if that's because there's still a lot of companies that are small, private, that aren't listed, and so for those of us who are investing primarily in public market securities, that could be hurting us as well.
Yeah. How are you handling and processing the binary nature of a vaccine within, say, the next 12 months? And I wonder whether it's the sheer number of possibilities we have that one might work makes you more optimistic, whether it's stimulus in the meantime that makes you more optimistic, or anything else in between there?
Well, at this juncture, I'm just not certain how optimistic I am. I mean, I continue to hear that there's vaccine around the corner, but if when I was in business school, James Lorry at Chicago told me that markets abhor uncertainty. We have the pandemic. We have social unrest. There's political turmoil. We've got trade questions. There's unprecedented stimulus being thrown at the economy, which makes one begin to wonder if there might be something to modern market theory that are espoused by some. But I am still kind of in the camp that I would anticipate that we're going to have a little bit more volatility than we've had. I'm just having difficulties with the disconnect that we're seeing. We've got huge unemployment, but markets, while I don't think that we're going to revisit the lows, I really question how we can be back to all-time highs in this short period of time, again, with all the uncertainty out there.